And welcome back, YouTube. We're picking up where we left off last time in the Long Dark, where we were on a fishing trip. Down here on Coastal Highway to fight Scurvy.
Something's gotta go.
Making water and making fish. That's what we do down here in the fishing hut on the coast. We got blizzard roll up, but we should probably be fine here in the hut. Even in the middle of the blizzard because of all the heat we got on the stove. Just doing the bog sand fishing at this point. There is more advanced fishing you can do, which would be more likely to pull things like this.
All this gear is slowing me down.
Trying here to fight Scurvy Risk, so let's see if we can get it to go away. Eating more fish as we burn through our calories. So technically, the game is saying we have healed our Scurvy Risk. I'm still going to keep fishing here and cooking here for a while, just to make sure it's properly gone. Because my next trip is going to be a trip down to Bleak Inlet. I don't want it reappearing in the middle of the trip. Let's turn this one into some bait. See if that gets us some higher yield.
I need to drop something. Making water, making fish, cooking the fish. I don't think it necessarily is resulting in more fish. I think it's resulting in bigger fish. Bait's doing. Which, if that's the case, is not that bad, but...
Feels like night is coming.
Have I gone through all my bait? Yeah, that was all the bait. How much fuel do I have on the fire? I have 3 hours in the fire. Yeah, I probably, when this fuel is used up, I'll go for the character, give the character a good sleep. So I'm not going to add more fuel to the fire. Which does mean I don't want to make more bait, so we're going to continue to fish what we have.
If I don't rest soon, I'm gonna faint.
He says that, but he never does.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Blizzard rolled up in the middle of our fishing trip. Second one during the fishing trip. Eating the fish. There's even a possibility when I'm pulling fish off the pile like this that I'm pulling actually the lowest quality.
So tired. I could just lay
Well, not
down
necessarily the
right
lowest
here.
quality, but the lowest weight fish, because it's probably going to be on the pile of both is going to be frequently. We got half an hour left on this fire, so I can probably break in and try to pull something out in half an hour. We did pull something out. I don't think I have, well, don't think I have time to cook this piece. Do I have a, I have one stick. One stick might be enough. Yeah, one
Too
stick
much
was
stuff
enough.
to carry.
Okay, hopefully that's enough vitamin C in our character's stomach for our little escapade. We'll leave the fishing tackle here in case we want it in the future. I do have one on me that I can assemble if I need it for repairs. And we should leave the jerry can behind. Let the character walk up onto Misanthrope, and we'll have him take a 10-hour snooze. I might actually have him double back down here after that 10-hour snooze to eat some more fish. Then we're going to go head up to the coal mine, pick up some coal, and then we're going to head down to Bleak Inlet. To do more mapping in Bleak Inlet now that we've got our equipment repaired, our character healed, our scurvy healed. well, prevented. We never actually technically got scurvy. As far as Bleak Inlet, I think it's mostly western Bleak Inlet that I need to map. Which I suppose is the inlet portion of Bleak Inlet. Put a stick in the fire earlier, and we're taking the stick out. We took the stick out basically in the form of a torch, and then we went ahead and converted that torch back into a stick. There we go, got most of our fatigue back, so we can move around a lot faster.
I'm so thirsty I can't think straight.
Again, I probably don't need to conserve the water, but I'm going to conserve the water by going down and eating our character, having our character eat his meat prior to drinking his water. I don't remember there being a dock over there. I don't remember this little spot. I'll have to investigate it. Might be something associated with the new merchant. Raid drop box. Yeah, so that is associated with the new merchant. That's where we drop our trade stuff. Which is not a mechanic that I have interacted with yet. I think to interact with it, you need to be near one of the radio sets during the Aurora to make arrangements for what you're dropping off and what you're picking up.
Need to find some place to escape this cold. Damn. Freezing.
Seen a big bunch of fish. Drink some water. And off we go again. I'm gonna go duck in Jackrabbit. Well, actually, it'd probably be quicker just to... I'm going over the mine anyway, go over to the log float area. Duck in that cabin to warm up. Taking a bit of sprinting here because we've got plenty of calories, and I'm more worried about taking cold damage on the way down to Bleak Inlet. And we'll take a short 1 hour rest here, get a little worth back. And then up to the coal mine we go. Hopefully it's slightly better weather, so we don't get cold again so quickly. I suppose, do I have... I got 5 charcoal, that's a good start for doing the map that we're going to do when we get down there. Okay, deer. I was like, that sounds like deer, but you never want to be wrong and find it's a wolf or something that crest the ridge. Two pieces of stick stacked on top of each other. Nope. Steeper than I remembered it being. We'll have to go around. It'll be fine. I was trying to cut the corner and switch back up to the mine. You can do it the other way, but apparently, at least the bit I was trying to go up was too steep to go up. So here is the mine. So the question is, okay, we could have got people here. Do I go looking for
pack is
coal, or
getting
do I
kinda
just pick
heavy.
it up? Okay, there we go. Got our coal. Yeah, that should work. What else do I want to do before I head out? We'll drink a little bit of water to get our weight down a bit, so we can take less fatigue. And yeah, we should be good to go on the beginning of the trip out to Bleak Inlet. Got a bunch of coal, so we should be good for fire starting once we get into Bleak Inlet. We got 5 pieces of charcoal, so we can do 5 maps before we need to scavenge some more from a campfire. And this is a decently warm afternoon for our characters, so we're only using coal at 1 down echelon. Which often just means you can walk as far as you need to before warming up. So we'll see if the weather holds for the rest of the trip back through the ravine. Getting the downhill speed boost. I think the last time we were walking in this direction, we got just to the corner before the trailer cabin, and then a blizzard rolled up on us, so hopefully we don't have that happen again. Either the wind has picked up, I have less wind shelter, or it's just gotten a little bit colder, because the character is now in 2 down echelon cold instead of 1 down echelon cold. So because it is visibly snowing, it might also be that our clothes is getting wet. No, we were in wind shelter there for a moment, and I think it's just the wind picked up a little bit. We're just in an awkward position where I think we're kind of walking with the wind. The odd time you're walking with the wind is when the wind's not very fast. So the road we're going along is just kind of in the wind direction, so we're not going to get wind shelter on it. Yeah, let's go ahead and duck in this cabin to warm up. No reason to take more damage than we need to.
So cold.
And we are going to go ahead and do a climb down, so... we don't need to recover much condition, so we can take lots of little naps to warm up. Alright, that sounds like really bad weather. Which we can maneuver around in. So we're basically going to sprint to the next cabin. And then we'll sleep in over there. So all the sprinting is not necessarily good for calorie rationing, but in this case I'm using it to conserve condition, so we don't need to do as much sleeping. And to be fair, you have to burn fatigue to do the sleeping anyway, so sort of a balance between we're going to take some damage from cold, it's best to avoid some by sprinting so you get back what you do lose. By sleeping.
Goddamn freezing. Could end up being useful.
Book. Okay, so let's sleep for an hour in the bed. Hope that the blizzard goes away. Because the next stretch, which is over the ravine bridge, is a bit on the long side for sprinting through in a blizzard. Yeah, it sounds like the blizzard's still there. Might be able to read a chapter of this book. Where the sun goes down too low. Okay, I think reading more than that's gonna just be real risky gambling. Sounds like it's still Wizard, but we'll stick our head out and see if it is. It is. I really don't want to do this trip in the blizzard. Let's do a 2 hours sleep and see if we can get the blizzard to go away during it. Little sleeps like this aren't necessarily ideal for... I know I'm always harping on it. Not necessarily ideal for condition regeneration. But right now we don't need condition regeneration, we just want it not to be a blizzard. Scratching behind the ear. Okay, now it sounds like the blizzard is gone. Yeah, the blizzard is gone, but it's still really cold. Because we had to spend too long inside. Now it's the second half of the night. Early night, it often stays fairly warm, but the second half of the night is when it basically gets as cold as it's going to get. And I can't spend forever there, because either I'm going to go back to get more food. I suppose I could have tried to hunt the deer, but let's not faff around trying to do something that isn't super productive. Or I gotta push through to get to the venison on the far side of the ravine. I think there's a little bit of bear meat over there as well. So we'll make it to the cave with the rabbits out front, about halfway through the ravine, warm up there. We'll probably be taking cold damage the way there, though. Because I've only just got to the entrance to the ravine and we've already lost half our heat. once we're warmed up at that halfway point, we'll go down to the climb down and do the climb down.
Can't feel my feet.
Follow the rail, cross the tie, follow the rail, there we are. Cross the most dangerous portion of the trestle, and then we'll just casually walk the rest of it.
Never felt so cold in my life.
And a character doing very minor complaints about the cold. Say minor. He's complaining. He's saying it's the coldest he's ever felt. So I'm like, no, you've definitely felt worse. We've been to Bleak Inlet. Bleak Inlet's worse. Across the trestle, just past the bridge here is where the cave's going to be once we get through this tunnel. Suddenly this tunnel, unlike other areas, is not actually classified as like an indoor inside cave warm area. Anyways, I might stop there to warm up, but I've got blow-through winds and such.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Bit of a walk at this point. Being is a fairly safe area to walk through, so other than being slightly annoyed and having to take cold damage, no real risks going on here. Spooked by me detecting, by them realizing I have a drawn weapon in their face. Yeah, I should probably, well, if I want to hunt the rabbits, I should probably find a couple stones and throw stones at them instead. Like these. Wander into the warm area, which is there. Oh, we'll go ahead and sleep 1 hour, which should warm the character back up most of the way. And it did. Could try to hunt those rabbits, but I think just pushing through is slightly more efficient use of my time. Because I think I have some bear meat. Well, so that I think, but I know I have some venison, and I think I have some bear meat closer to the climb down. So if we find the bear meat slash eat the venison, we should be good for the descent. Across the boxcar onto the tree. Tree across the ravine. Get up the tree roots. Get up the other side. Then around the corner here should be where the rope down is, and where I left the sort of my equivalent to a supply cache with a little bit of food in it from earlier. Some meat. I'm going to want a little bit more bear meat than that.
Wait.
Well, that's probably enough if I don't have any more here. Yeah, it looks like I don't have any more here. I think that's all the meat I positioned here earlier. We'll go ahead and leave the... I know I just picked the stones up. We'll leave the stones here. And we'll do the descent. Probably should have taken the time to go eat a piece of venison so we could go in full calories. But I know if I get all the way down to the lighthouse, I have food at the lighthouse. Cooked and everything, so it's just getting down to the lighthouse to be the character at this point. We're too far away from the cannery, so even if there was an aurora, we would not be able to take advantage of it in the time it takes to get down there. Think to myself on all the things we can take advantage of when we're down in Bleak Inlet. The warm portion of this cave, and we'll do like we did in the last one, which is we sleep for an hour to warm the character up before heading back out again. I'm going to push through either to the purpose cache, because I think I know where the purpose cache is now in Bleak Inlet, or head to the fire lookout, and I'll probably end the episode in whichever of those two I stop in first. Which is going to be dependent upon running into timberwolves and such. Yeah, we can see the Cold of Bleak Inlet already very rapidly eating our warmth bar.
head feel thick.
So let's see if I can see the Timberwolves where they see me.
So cold.
Here, with the wildlife refresh, they're not
Just
supposed to
wanna
have
lay
100%
down for a
uptime
bit.
anymore. There may not be any here at the moment. That would be a normal wolf. Okay, well, that's going to make the local exploration a little bit easier. Not necessarily appreciative of this wolf keeps running in the same direction we're going, but... You're a wolf after a deer. Question is it going to catch it? Oh, a whole pack of deer. I think the answer is no. At least I'm not going to hang around to find out if he does. See if I can not miss the bridge here. Maybe I'll try to start a fire here and do a little bit of mapping. Managed to catch the torch just in time. There's the flame. I wonder if I'm going to need 2 coal, if I can get away just 1. Can I get 1 here? Yeah, I'm going to need 2. I think I'll go ahead and eat the jerky. We'll hopefully keep the character fed until we get down to the lighthouse.
Looks like I made it through another night.
Okay, well I managed to get the mapping off before the game truly took my fire. So obviously no point in taking the fire with me, because if it's already blowing out in the campfire state, it's not going to come with me very far. May have heard one of the deer finally getting gotten by the wolf.
Can't feel my hand.
I'm just going to steal a wolf's dinner.
Come on. Damn. It worked.
Decent amount of meat on there. Yeah, before the wildlife refresh, I would probably be unlikely to run into the deer in this situation.
Wonder if I can
Deer
drop
wolf
any
combo,
of
it'd
this
probably
gear.
just be timber wolves. Whoops. Whoops! I've not been paying attention to the temperature. The fire isn't warm enough. There's a lot of health to lose. Taking off the deer hide. The guts will be the riskier part to take, in case the timber wolves come back. In an attempt to rapidly recover my condition loss, I'm going to drink some birch bark tea.
Might have to drop some gear.
Got what as far as meat or fat goes? I've got 1.65 grams of meat. There is a new recipe, or fat. There's a new recipe that turns that into something. Cooking oil. Okay, so I have enough there to make one thing of cooking oil. Which will take about the time it takes to cook the small one, so I may still do that. Yeah, maybe? We'll find out in a moment. Sound awfully close. Because it is probably awfully close. Okay, because this one happened in the high speed, I don't think this one's accessible. We've hijacked one, I don't need the second one. Okay, the weather is saying
I'm not
no
sure
to me
I can carry
having
much more.
lit torch. So I'm not going to gamble with taking the meat. We'll try to gamble with the guts. Because if we're going to be using the hide, I need at least one gut with me. So if I can, I'll go ahead and leave 2 guts in the Firewatch with the hide. You know, I don't remember there being a deer carcass there. Maybe the wolf did get the deer. The whole pack eventually got taken down by the same wolf. I've been running this episode a bit long, so I'm definitely going to go ahead and end this episode when I get into the fire wash and take the hour nap to warm the character up. Some bunnies. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't have seen those down here
Need to
before
find
the
some place to escape this cold.
wildlife refresh.
Die if I don't warm up soon.
Up into defensive lookout. Leave the guts, leave the hide, leave a note, give the character a quick nap. Because the weather is, I think, decently good at the moment. Leave the note. section. What is the day? 97. Day 97. Okay. Now I'm gonna do, because the weather is good, I'm gonna do a quick 1 hour nap here to do a save. So we can retain most of the fatigue for taking a bigger, longer sleep down by the lighthouse. So this is where I'm gonna go ahead and put the break in for YouTube. So feel free to check in tomorrow for the next part. Hope you've been enjoying it. There will be a next part up tomorrow because we're going to record at least one more part today. Probably getting down to the lighthouse. May do more than that. We'll see how everything goes. So catch you in the next part. Later for now.